Alright guys, in today's video I'm going to be going over the reasons why I switched from APR to 034. But before I do that, obviously you guys can see how dirty the car is. If you guys want to know how I clean the car, I have a video on that. Yeah, let's get her all cleaned up real quick. You guys can see how dirty she is, and we'll get started on the video. Alright guys, so in today's video I'm going to be explaining why I switched from APR to 034 Motorsports. I'm going to be listing 3 reasons why I switched, and at the end I'm going to talk a little bit about it, just a little brief description. But before we get into that, let me show you guys some of the modifications that I have done. I was APR Stage 2 Plus, so I did have the Ultracharger, but now I'm 034 Motorsports Stage 2 Plus, which is honestly in my opinion way better. But so some of the basic mods that I do have the CTS Turbo smaller Supercharger pulley. I got that from ECStuning.com. I do have the ECS brand red Kevlar belt, really tight, really nice. Got that from ECS Tuning as well. I also have the ECS Tuning larger crank pulley down there. I have the APR Ultracharger, and I do have the whole APR carbon fiber cold air intake. But if you guys want to know more about that, I do have a more in-depth video. Let's go in here so I can show you guys reason number 1 out of 3. So 034 Motorsports it's a well thought through tune, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna start the car right now. So if you're at the track or just in a hot environment, anything, your cruise right here is in the off position, as you guys can see. If you turn it on, 034 Motorsports tune will run the fans at 100%. So if you're at the track, it'll actually cool the engine down a lot quicker than with the fans off. So I just turned it on, and I'm gonna step out. That way you guys can actually hear the fans start, and they're gonna get really loud. So this is reason number 1. So it is extremely loud, I'm not gonna lie, it's extremely loud, but you could always turn it off. So as soon as I turn it off, so right now I have the door open. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but if the car keeps beeping while you guys have the door open, you guys know you guys can just push this little button right here, it'll stop. But anyways, you guys can hear how loud it is still. So all you have to do is turn the cruise to the off position. You guys heard it just cut off. So you can do that literally anytime. You could be anywhere. Just it's an amazing thing to have, because it does cool the engine down a lot. So when I was at the track, I was just having the best time sitting there waiting while my fans were loud. Everybody was looking at me crazy, but little did they know that shit was actually helping me. It was actually cooling my shit down. But reason number 2, advanced launch control. Advanced launch control, I'm not gonna do it because obviously I'm obviously in my driveway, but let me show you guys how to work it. So with the advanced launch control, you're gonna want to put your car in dynamic sport at that. Let's put it in drive real quick. You're gonna want to put in dynamic, make sure it says sport at the bottom. Turn your fans on, so the fans aren't gonna be on at 100% while you're driving. It only does that when you're stationary. So while you're waiting to race, it's a perfect thing. Turn your fans on, turn your stability control off. We are now ready to launch it. And to check your launch, pull this in. It's already on, but all you gotta do is pull it in, and it'll show you where your launches are at. You guys can hear the fan start right now because I'm stationary. Hear it? But yeah, just pull this in. I usually launch at about 2,600 RPMs, and yeah, I'm gonna turn the fans off now, that way they can turn off. But that's usually where I launch it at. And all you do, just check on my other videos for that. It's crazy as hell. Love it. 034Motorsports is the shit. So reason number 3. So reason number 3 is honestly the ECU and TCU tune together. They just work so perfect. So for instance, stationary right now, I could rev it. Oh, look, a little grasshopper down there. But I could rev it and it will pop and it does shoot flames once the engine is actually heated up and everything. You do not need water meth to shoot flames with the tune. It'll shoot flames regardless of what, as long as the engine is heated up. But yeah, the crackle tune. So for instance, just listen to this real quick. So that shit sounds amazing. But yeah, so that was the 3 reasons why I switched from APR to 034. So now I want to talk more about it. So APR is a good, reliable tune. I'm not making this video to like bash them or anything, you know what I mean? APR is a good tune. It's reliable. It's pretty fun. It showed me that you can make the car fast and everything. It has launch control, but it doesn't have advanced launch control. Only 034 Motorsports has advanced launch control, which you guys got to check out my other videos. I'll put a little video right here. Check out this clip down here. That's advanced launch control. But yeah, APR doesn't offer that. APR's launch control is good, don't get me wrong, but it's not as good as 034 Motorsports. Another thing, 034 Motorsports, you can tune it from home. So if you have a laptop, you can tune it from home. If you have a desktop, I mean, I guess you could bring it in the garage and tune it from the house, whatever, you know, do whatever you do. So they offer home tuning. They do have the little scanner. You could actually log your car on there, so it'll show you different logs. It'll show you your actual boost. It's getting kind of hot in here, so I'm going to turn this AC on. But they can show you a bunch of stuff. They can show you faults that's going on. And they have constant updates, unlike APR. APR basically is in it for what's in the now, you know what I mean? So they're more focused on newer cars, like such as B9s, or more expensive cars like newer R8s, you know what I mean, shit like that. 034 Motorsports has constant updates, and all you got to do is plug in your shit and it'll update it. But yeah, I mean, if I were you guys, I would go straight with 034 Motorsports. I would go straight to Stage 2 Plus. Honestly, when I switched over, it was scary as fuck. From switching over to APR Stage 2 Plus to 034 Motorsports Stage 2 Plus, I was scared to drive my car, I swear to God. That advanced launch control was probably the scariest thing. Sometimes you have sometimes you gotta like tweak with the Ultracharger. Like if you have an Ultracharger, sometimes you gotta mess with it for it to work. So just make sure that works. Check out my other video for that. I have it's labeled as how to make, I can't remember what it's labeled, but just check out my other video. It'll show you how to work I think it's how to make any throttle body work with the 034 Motorsports tune. I think that's what I captioned the video as, but check out the other video. But yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, but definitely go 034 Motorsports. In my opinion, go straight to Stage 2 at least. Just skip Stage 1. That would be my recommendation. Go straight to Stage 2. If you guys can't get the Ultracharger, the upgraded throttle body, I think 034 Motorsports actually has an upgraded throttle body that's bigger than the APR, which really doesn't matter because it just doesn't matter. But it's bigger and it's cheaper, so you guys can actually do that. It works the same, does the same exact shit, just a little bit bigger. It's called the Super Duper. But I would definitely go either Stage 2 or Stage 2 Plus. Just skip Stage 1. That's in my opinion. But yeah, shit. Drop a like and subscribe. I will be posting more videos soon. I'm gonna talk more about why the Autotech high pressure fuel pump didn't work for my car in another video. But yeah, peace. Drop a like, man. Subscribe.